Whoa, okay, sorry about that. Camera, I'm moving the camera too much. But this is my review of chapter 890, no, not 898, 849, I believe. Let me just make sure, yeah, 849. It was called Bropper in the Mirror World. And we got a lot of progress with Bropper and Carrot, which is great. I hated seeing the one page of them, or 2 pages, or half a panel of them. Is useless. But the first page we actually see is Nenji, Ichi, and Yonji, and they're talking with Judge, and they don't know where Riju is, the sister, which I didn't think would be anything until the end of the chapter when we find out where she has been, or where she is. Otherwise, they're talking about that Sanji is going to live with them instead of on one of the islands because they need to take the daughter captive, or they will start demanding of stuff from them in the future, which they think, oh yeah, Big Mom's going to do that too, so they have to watch out. But I have to look at the names and pictures to actually kind of tell which one is talking, each one's name to each character. I know the names, I just don't know which one it applies to each, but one of them is talking about it'd be fun to live with Sanji again. And we go straight into the mirror world, and we find out the carrot that's hanging from the rope is actually a Broly transformation from from a frog. It's actually a frog up there, and Carrot's in the ceiling, shouting out all the stuff to make it seem like it's her. And then we find out there's 16 enemies in total in that house, and the 4 most deadly is Broly, Rudolph, Noble Croc, and Dezel. Dezel's like this train car person. Then Carrot does his attack, takes out Rudolph, then jumps down and hits the entire big giant bowl of burning, like boiling water into Broly, knocks her out, and then Chopper goes the giant ball and takes out Croc, and then they start taking out everybody here. The last one to go is the train person. He starts running away, but Carrot caught up to him and took him out. So then everybody's taking out all 16 enemies. Big Mom doesn't know anything about this. Broly's knocked out, but that's weird because I thought that would be destroyed or not there anymore because Broly's down, but whatever. Maybe she's not entirely down. But now they can travel through the mirror world and find their friends, so. Then we get a picture of Sanji. Puddin didn't show up for their lunch, and he's telling Sanji about where all of them are right now, all the crew, except for doesn't say where Chopper is, so don't think they know about that yet. And he suggests you should just eat eggplant instead of making food, but he said he's gonna make food for Puddin, which they still don't know anything about. Then we go to Brooke, who's talking about Pedro and how he should actually start caring for what he does now, and does some pretty sick attacks, the frozen attacks with his sword. And he makes a face joke. And then we see a twist. We don't see Smoothie go into the door, but we see Big Mom is down there with Smoothie, and she comes crashing through the wall. And she says, "Ha! Now, would you look at that one interesting creature I see up there?" So Brooke is up by the poneglyph, so the red poneglyph, and he's trying to get a script of it with the paper. So it might be Brooke versus Big Mom, which would be cool because I don't think Big Mom can actually do anything to Book. No one does. I've seen a lot of comments or a lot of stuff on the forum saying, yeah, don't think Big Mom can actually suck out his soul because he's actually the soul king, so he can control the souls and she can control the souls. So it might be a really good battle between them. And people just thought it'd be later on in the tea party. Then we see in the courtyard, Pedro starts talking with Tamago, and they talk about years ago when Tamago left this place, the 5 years ago. Big Mom took actually 50 years away from his regular lifespan, Pedro. And he says, yes, I'm well aware of that, but I'm not going to leave the country alive this time. So Pedro is there to help with the Straw Hats, but doesn't seem like he wants to leave. And then we finally see Renju, and she's all bloody up and beaten. And she's trying to get to Father, Judge. We have no idea what happened to her. All we see is we start seeing this person hanging against the wall and this bloodstream. So maybe Puddin actually attacked her, or I'm making calls because we still know where Puddin is, and we just found Renju. So, and we still don't know what Jinbei is, but that's beyond the point. I rate this probably like an 8.5 to a 9. I'll do 8.7. Make it weird. Make it weird. Make it 8.73. Weird number. But yeah, no week break. So next week we will get chapter 850. This will be going up today when I record it. I'm gonna have it edit when I go do my driver lesson, and when I get home I should be putting this up on YouTube if it processes right. So I will be putting this up on Thursday. I have videos coming out for the rest of Thursday, but I also have videos coming out the rest of the week. I can schedule up to a month of videos, but I'm going to do 2 weeks of scheduling videos for each day, except for, and leave a break in the morning or afternoon for the One Piece reviews. But yeah, I have videos coming out all for 2 weeks, 3 videos a day, except for the One Piece ones, which is only 2. There's one day that one video only comes out, but it's 2 hours long, and it's a Worms episode. I don't know if I do story or if I'm playing with my brother, but it's one of them. I can't remember if it's story or whatever. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, I recommend subscribing. Keep up with the channel. We will be getting better with these reviews. Probably faster, better, stronger. I just laughed at my own joke. That's bad. But, yeah. Like I said, 8.73 for this chapter out of 10. So, yeah. You will see me next week with another review. I hope we start seeing Jinbei, because we haven't seen Jinbei for like 50 or 60 chapters, it seems. Maybe a little less than that, but still. We haven't seen him forever. And hopefully we find out what Pudding actually did. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.